Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol NVCN. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I did this analysis yesterday, so that is where the green line there is coming from, and that'll factor into the analysis. Before we get to that, though, I want to just quickly kind of throw out a disclaimer that from the presentation standpoint, this is actually a very tricky chart to talk about because of all the perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're a day trader and you bought somewhere up around here and wanted to sell within 20 minutes, 25 minutes after buying, then yeah, for you, the chart's looking pretty bad. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, yeah, I get it. There was a big pullback today. But from the big picture, the bulls do still have an opportunity to build a higher base. And as long as higher bases are being built over longer periods of time, that's how those long-term uptrends are constructed. And as it stands right now, the bulls are still in control. Now, I'm also going to just throw out another disclaimer that I'm going to be talking about things from a big picture perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess is you just had a different strategy and perspective going into the trade. So on that note, like I said, overall, big picture, the bulls are still in full control. And that is where this 60-cent mark comes into play, because let's say that, and not to pat myself on the back, but I'm definitely going to pat charts on the back. For those of you that did watch yesterday's video, I talked about 60 cents. And surprise, surprise, look right where the price pulled back to and then bounced from today. Again, I'm not trying to come across like I have some sort of secret system or secret anything. This is something that anybody can learn how to do. You just got to put in the time and effort to learn charts. But 60 cents, like I said, talked about it as support. But let's say that something like this happens. I'm not saying it will, but just to kind of provide an example, the price rolls back over and then flirts around with this 60-cent area a little bit more before starting to head back up. Again, from the big picture perspective, emphasis on big picture, what would you have? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have this previous consolidation period right here. You'd have this previous set of lows down there. If you picture each of these as stair steps, the overall stair steps would still be going in the upwards direction, and that's the name of the game. That's what a truly strong move is going to do. It's going to continue to make progress over time, and really the ideal progress point would be staying up above 60 cents. So yeah, I get it. Today the price pulled back, but think about that word, today. That's 1 day. When you look at multiple days here, the bulls do still have a chance to build that higher base, so let's see if they can do that or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.